Ricco, Team Hijinks. Wanted to post a deck list for y'all. This deck I'm running for this format to start off. I'm gonna be building Destiny zombies, Chaos Dragon zombies, etc. Later on, but for right now, this one I'm running. It's actually a lot better than what most people think. I think I actually have the best variant of this deck. So I'm posting the deck list for y'all. So to start things off, it is Archfiends. And I'm gonna start things off with the trap lineup. That way the monsters and everything later will start to make more sense. So Archfiend deck, all of them have to be running this. 2 Archfiend Roar. I like to have 2 or 3 actually. I wanted to run 3, but it really just helps me out. Pay 5, get an Archfiend from the grave, kill it during the end phase, sets off Pandemonium. It sets off their effects when they're destroyed by card effects, get them back from the grave, etc., etc. It'll make more sense later. And usually this is something that most of my team runs, or a lot of my team runs. Really good tech card. Karma Cut. I got it at super rare. Kind of hard to find. I like it at 1 because, well, this very, I really draw it a lot. I draw it a lot. It's kind of like it's a really good one. Allows me to throw something to the grave, get rid of a card and get rid of a monster on the field and all copies in the grave. Really good card. Gets rid of stuff that can't be destroyed. Just get out of here. I run a Torrential Tribute. Sets off my Archfiend effects. Wipes the field. Puts me in an advantage. Allows me to keep advantage. And gets rid of my opponents. Really great card in here. I run 2 Skill Drain, ultra rare. I draw it a lot. I run 2 main deck. I used to side deck it. Gives me a lot of game 1s. If I draw this against certain decks game 1, it's like, well, good game, man. Especially Constellars. Psh. Next, I run 2 Sinister Yorishiro. It'll make more sense when I show you the monsters later, but pretty much it allows me each turn I can normal summon a high level fiend from my hand, level 5 or higher, without tribute. Just normal summon it, just like it's a level 4 lower monster, just play it. And if a fiend, level 5 or higher, normal summoned fiend would be destroyed by battle or card effect, and that card in itself only, I can just send Yorishiro to the grave to keep it from being destroyed. So it's really good at protecting my monsters as well. It's a really good card. Really allows me to it kind of makes the deck faster in a way. I run 2 Mirror Force. Well, obviously why. I run the secret rare one. I do draw it a lot. Sometimes I'll need it. Not really, but it's really nice. To run 2 Mirror Force. It's really nice in here. Just need traps. This is kind of a trap heavy deck. I run about 11. And last but not least, definitely secret rare Compulse. Love this card. Bails me out sometimes. I see a Star Eater or something like that. I mean, I can climb over Star Eater, but I'll see something that can't be destroyed by card effects. Typically, it's usually my main way of getting rid of stuff on the field is destruction. But, it really helps me out a lot. Whenever I draw it, it's always live. For the spells, I run a Foolish Burial. Really helpful in this deck. Makes more sense later. You'll see why. I run 2 Palabyrinth. Palabyrinth is a really good card. It allows me to OTK in this deck. It bumps all my fiends up by 5, and that's just my fiend. So if my opponent's playing some type of fiend deck like Dark World, they do not get the boost as well. All my fiends go up to 5. I play Emperor at 3, and he'll be at 35 if I play this. If I normal summon his effect, he'll be at 2,000, which is still really good. And I'll just get to blow up a card. It also counts as an Archfiend card for when I play Falling Down. And speaking about that, I run 3 Falling Down. I got the super rare ones, because I want to draw it. It's a really good card, really broken. I just get to take one of your monsters. It's pretty much the only archetype that really gets a card like this. I mean, you can be like Planscape Market the Rose, but that really doesn't, you don't get to keep their monster. This says as long as it's equipped, you get to keep the monster. Actually, it doesn't really say as long as it's equipped, you get to keep the monster because, a lot of people are speculating that if this card would be destroyed, and the monster on your field is destroyed, and then you still get to keep your monster because they say, oh, it doesn't say that they get their monster back. I'm like, well, that's true, but, I don't want to believe it's that broken. I mean, I do, but I don't. So I'm just trying to be logical here. So next, for the draw engine, I run 2 Trade-In just because I like to draw. So I run about 5 targets. So throw them to the grave, draw 2. A lot of I do run out the grave a lot. You can see Roar. I'll throw them to the grave, and then I get them back for nothing. And it just allows me to keep the deck to be fast, and everything's real good. It really helps me out a lot. Allure of Darkness. Keep one. Ultra rare. Want to draw it a lot. Kind of creased a little. Well, not creased. Actually, it's really crispy. It's just a little bit crooked, you know, bent. Kind of like a lot of the old ultra rare and super rare cards are. That's partially why you draw them a lot, though. I run Dark Hole. Just really the only one other than Foolish and Allure. It keeps me blow up my field. It's kind of like basically how I use Torrential. Except I just do it on my turn. It's unpredictable. I run the secret rare because you draw it more than anything, and well, it's a really great one of. Allows me to keep advantage. My opponent loses advantage. I can attack directly. I run a Trance Archfiend because it allows me to recycle my remove from play ones. I can keep getting them back with the field card. And well, he's really good. I'll just like pitch another card from him, make him bigger with the field card. He'll be just sitting here at 25. He's really good. I run Tomb Ducal Knight. And well, he's a fiend. He negates effects. While he's here, got the field card. He's at 24. He's a problem already. Doom Caliber Knight at 24 is a really big problem. So he's real good. A little something I threw in there later. Made the deck that much better. I'm keeping it. Keeping it in there. Now I'm running 3 Eris. She's the searcher of the deck. She's real great pitcher from the hand. With Foolish Burial, she also works. I can throw her from the deck to the grave, add any Archfiend card from the deck to the hand. When it's detached from as a material, you know, as long as it's from the effects, so like Zen Mains, Fortune Tune, probably my favorite one to get Fortune Tune. Acid Golem during the standby phase, just get a card. I'll make Acid Golem draw a card, then during the standby phase add a card with Eris. It's really great. I'm sitting there with 3,000 monster or Fortune Tune. You can't get rid of Fortune Tune. You have to pretty much hit it. Like if you don't have pretty much this format, if you do not have Spellbook of, what is it, Fate, the one that banishes, yeah, which it doesn't target, so that's pretty much the only thing that gets rid of Fortune Tune. Next I run 3 Cavalry. Cavalry, when it's destroyed by a card effect, and special summon any Archfiend from the graveyard. It's a 19 beat stick with the field card. It's at 24. It's a big problem. Never want to kill it by a card effect. You better either do something that targets and doesn't destroy, or you better kill it by battle. I can also get it back from the graveyard with Roar, and it'll get its effect off during the end phase. Format change, need 3 tour guides. This, I can get Eris from the deck, make Fortune Tune as, you know, previously mentioned. Zen Mains, Acid Golem. First thing I'm going to do is pitch, you know, Fortune Tune to the grave, get a search off, get a +1, and, you know, pitch Eris to the grave with Fortune Tune, and then I'm just going to, you know, plus up. Now I'm just going to be sitting there gaining life points while you try to waste resources getting over Fortune Tune. It's a really great card. Next, I run 2 Vanity's Fiend. I can normal summon this from the hand directly with Sinister Yorishiro. I love taking my opponent's monsters with Falling Down, Tributing for Vanity's Fiend. That makes people mad. And then he'll be with a field card. He'll be at 29, and he takes a complete element out the game. He's really broken. He's being a level 5 or higher Dark Fiend. Really good. Next, I run 2 Empress. Trade in target. It's in the grave when it's destroyed by battle or card effect. It's kind of like a better Cavalry. I'll get a special summon level 6 or higher Dark Fiend from the grave. Unfortunately, Vanity's Fiend cannot be special summoned. That would have made it too broken in this deck. And I would have just, you know, sitting here with Empress, can get back level 6 or higher Dark Fiend. Also, it prevents destruction. I started doing this later. Like, I'll normal summon Vanity's Fiend with Yorishiro. Next turn, I'll normal summon Empress with Yorishiro. And then they try to, like, mainly everybody's going to try to get rid of Vanity's Fiend first. And when you try to get rid of Vanity's Fiend, I'll just use Empress effect to keep Yorishiro on the field. Empress effect, and I'll keep Yorishiro on the field instead of using Yorishiro effect, keep from being destroyed. I'll just remove from play a Fiend from the grave with Empress effect to keep any other Fiend on the field from being destroyed. Really good card in this deck. And she's big at 29 with a field card. She'll be at like 34. On 3 of this big guy. He's a mini Dark Arm. He pretty much allows me to, once per turn, I can blow up a card. By removing from play Archfiend from my hand or graveyard from play. So I can, for the hand, the fact that I can remove from the hand from play gives me an edge over Gravekeepers because I can still get rid of their Necro Valley. they'll be like, oh, you can't target cards in your graveyard. You can't remove play cards in your graveyard. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay, well, banish this thing from the hand that I'm not using. Get rid of your Necro Valley. All your stuff's small now. Or I can just play my field card. But if I don't have my field card, I can still get rid of the Necro Valley. I can normal summon him from the hand without tribute. By his own effect, he'll be at 15 over 1,000. His stuff gets halved. And I'll just normal summon, just blow up a card. Attack directly for 15 for petty or 2,000 with the field card. He does have one bad stipulation, two actually. You could say if you normal summon with his effect, then he'll blow up during the end phase. This can set off like Pandemonium. I stopped running Pandemonium, but it's pretty good. And I can't special summon anything except fiends while he's on the field. So, that doesn't help. But like if he's on the field, I can't summon Dark Arm or anything like that. Dark Arm. So, yeah, that's the only bad thing. I do play Skill Drain. So as you saw, he'll if I can normal summon his effect, he'll just stay on the field at 3,000, kind of like Barbaros. And he won't be able to get his effect, obviously, but he uses a 3,000 beat stick with the field. He's 35. He's a really good card in this deck. He's a boss monster. I got the ultra rare ones. Strangely enough, they cost the same as the rare ones, $1. But it is what it is. I love this guy. He looks epic. Mostly the reason why I'm running this deck. And now, Dark Arm, as you saw, got the ulti one from my friend Nelson. He let me borrow this. This is a real great card. If I draw this early or mid duel, probably gonna win as long as I play it right. He's a real good card. Allows me to OTK. Gives me advantage. This deck has a good amount of graveyard manipulation. I'll get 5 and just take, I'll get 5 in grave and I'll just be like roar, get back Emperor, blow that up. Remove something for Emperor. But if I have Emperor on the field, I can't special summon him. So typically I use Emperor, just get him back. But when Emperor leaves, I can summon him. So it is what it is. Dark Arm, if I draw him, I'll usually summon him first, then I'll summon Emperor. But it is what it is. I love this guy. He helps me a lot. But pretty much that's the deck. So tell me what you think, team. I'm always looking for good feedback. And tell me any suggestions you have. But this deck runs so smoothly right now. It's going to be hard for me to take anything out. But all of your things will be taken into consideration. Once again, this is Ricco, Zombie Cancer. Peace out.